Alright, hey, what's going on, people? Welcome back to Trucking California with Velox 18. We're back at the truck. We're about to get started. We're on that night shift again. We're doing everything we did last night, minus, just a little bit of change. It's a different route, but it's the same distribution centers I'm hitting, pretty much, give or take. So anyway, let's roll. Get that music going and come with me into the truck. Let's roll. All right, let's see if I can get away with this. We're over here at the Richmond Mail Center. That's my trailer. Just a couple rolling carts inside there. All right, let me see if I can, it's so dark in here, but so this is it, just a few carts. Dang. All right, guys, we made quick work over here in Richmond. We got picked up, not that much there. It was already loaded when we got there. So we got our paperwork, we headed out, and we just got to get over there to Sacramento, get that unloaded, and then get loaded for LA stuff. So let's go. So we're in Sacramento. We went. We picked up like very little in our trailer. The instructions say to drop the trailer and then look for an empty trailer to go to a different dock, like 5 doors down, and get loaded. So I'm just gonna park kind of in between the two docks it tells me to park at, and see if I can keep the same trailer because it'll just be a lot easier. So. So that's kind of what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull over here to this dock right now, and we'll see if we can get it done. All right, we got loaded. Let's get out of this dock and go. We got to get down to Coalinga. All right, let's go. All right, we met our swap guy over here, Jane Avenue. There's a truck stop over there with a Baja Fresh in it. That's always fun. We got the sun coming up behind me, so that's fun. And we got about 190 miles to get back to Richmond. Then we're going to drop this trailer in Richmond, and then we're going to bobtail back to our yard. So happy Sunday morning, everybody. I'm going to be skipping church again. And yeah, we'll get this thing going right now. We're going to get it going. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Yeah, so I got hung up a little bit in Sacramento. It took me a little over an hour, about an hour to get out of there. They made me wait until my exact appointment time of 1:10 a.m. before they would let me leave. So, yeah, took a little while to get down here. We got about 3 hours and 15 minutes to get back up there, so we gotta go. And we don't want to use up all of our hours sitting here talking to you guys on the side of the road. So we gotta go. And man, working nights again, man. It's hard. I'm back to night schedule, and it's not easy, man. It's not easy. So yeah, let's get rolling, and then I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. What's going on, everybody? We are climbing the Altamont, so we are less than an hour from Richmond, but I've kind of been saving up some time on this video because I wanted to kind of elaborate on something that I alluded to in the previous video about these loads that I got, these 10 Roads Logistics mail loads, US mail loads. Basically, I just wanted to kind of elaborate on how I got these loads and kind of what it means. So I got these loads, just to cut to the chase, because I answered emails and I answered my phone. That's it. I answered my emails, communicated effectively the information that I needed to communicate, and I answered the phone when they called and had questions or whatever. I was able to receive instructions about how to do what I needed to do, and then I went ahead and followed those instructions, and that's all it took. That's it. That separated me from all the other carriers who can move crap from point A to point B. Because there's a lot of people who can move crap from point A to point B. So how do you separate yourself and add value? Well, I'm telling you that you can add value by doing really simple things like answering the phone when the broker calls, providing GPS tracking on your phone, macro point, that kind of stuff. Like, they're not selling your information to the CIA, dude. They're not. Just give them access to see where the stuff is so they can let their customer know, hey, we've got your $100,000 load right here, over here, parked in this area. He's going to be getting started at this time. He's moving this direction, whatever. Just by having like some common, like, just professionalism, like basic professionalism. Like I'm wearing shorts, a t-shirt, and a hat. It's not like I'm driving around in a business suit. When I say professionalism, I mean hitting reply all on an email when they've CC'd a bunch of people on there that they want to see the information on the email. You reply all on the email so that all those people can see your response to their question or to what they're asking. What else? When they send a text, you just text them right back. It's not that hard. Especially when they call, answer the phone, and then just have some integrity. And when they ask you, like, hey, what time are you going to be there, or where is this, or how did this shipper go? Like, just communicate and tell them what you're doing and how it's working. So I've had a number of brokers tell me things like, hey, thanks for answering the phone, man. It's like, yeah, I mean, I'm on your load, so you call and they're like, oh, you'd be surprised how many guys just go silent while they're on our load. They don't want any check calls. They don't want anything. They just think it'll get there when it gets there. And I'm like, it's really not that hard to answer the phone. Like, I wear my headset 90% of the time while I'm driving. It's not that hard to hit the button. And I even cannot hit the button. I can tell my Bluetooth headset, answer, and it'll answer. It's not that hard. It's not too hard to reply to emails and follow instructions and to give the information they're asking for. Like, it's just not difficult And yet, those are the simple things that can actually separate you from a lot of the other carriers out here who can't do those things or won't do those things. And it'll pay off for you. They'll give you the work. They might even give it to you at higher rates than what they, other guys are bidding. Just because the basic fact that you're easier to work with. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, brokers are basically our customers. I know that the shippers and the receivers are like the true customer, and the broker, I mean, it's inherent in their name, broker, that they are not the customer, right? They are bringing the two parties together, us and the shipper. They are bringing us together. But if you treat them like they're your customer, because they're the ones who pay you, they're the ones who decide whether or not to give you the work or not. So in that way, they are your customer. So if you just treat them like a customer, treat them with a sense of service, a sense of wanting them to be happy, wanting them to feel like you're providing value to them. If you stop seeing them as an enemy or like they're somehow opposed to you, and you start seeing them as your customer, you're going to get a lot more callbacks, a lot more loads spoon fed to you. Back when I sold cars, I only sold cars for like 4 months or something like that, but they would call it spoons. Oh, you got spoon. Oh, you got a spoon. It's when the manager would hand feed a deal to a salesman. They call it getting spoon fed. And so you can get spoons from these brokers. They know that you can trust, that they can trust you. If they know that you're going to communicate well, and if they know that you're going to follow through and be reliable, then they're gonna spoon you the loads, man. They're gonna give you the loads that the good ones, the ones that guys want. They're gonna pay you even extra beyond what they might be willing to pay someone else, because they know that they're gonna get excellent service from you. So anyway, that's my little rant, my little 2 cents on the whole thing. Kind of having that viewpoint has already helped me with 10 Roads Logistics to follow through. And granted, it wasn't even with their brokerage side, it was with their operations side. But that's really who cares the most about these loads, right? Is the operations side. So that's the thing. Let's get over here to Richmond. Let's get this trailer dropped. Richmond is cool. I like Richmond the best so far. All these other places, I never know where to drop the trailer. But Richmond, you stop on your way in, you have an intercom, and they tell you a door or a spot to drop it in, and then boom, you just go do it, and then you're out. It's cool. I like it. So anyway, let's go do that, and then we'll be home. Get on our way. All right, let's go. All right, we just got done dropping our trailer over here in Richmond, so you can see a little bit better here. This is that dog park that I showed you guys in yesterday's video. Yay, dog park. San Francisco never looks super good from over here, mainly because there's always a little bit of a haze. Always just a little bit of a haze that obscures the view just a little bit. Every once in a while you get like a super clear day and you'll be like, whoa, the city's right there. But oftentimes you can't, it just seems further away than it is because it's obscured by just the slightest amount of haze right here. And yeah, kind of unfortunate, because it's an awesome skyline. Love that skyline. All right, we're on our way home. We're bobtailing. Put my cell phone up on the mount that I already have mounted on the windshield for my e-log. So that's why you guys are a little off-centered, but got gotta get some driving footage for Gus. Just gotta do it. Gotta get some driving footage. But yeah, so I know it's kind of redundant because we did it yesterday, but just in case you didn't watch yesterday's video and you're wondering, you know, what the rate per mile was today, we actually did 10 more miles than what we did yesterday. So I thought we were gonna have less miles, but what it is we just had one less stop. That's why we had less time. But our swap down I-5 was further down too, so you know, the mileage we saved by not having to go to Sacramento on our way back, we lost because we had to go further south than we did last time. So it was cool. That guy said he got there at 4 a.m. and my schedule said that I was supposed to be there at 5:30 a.m. So I don't know why he gets there so early and why I'm scheduled to get there so late, but they made me wait in Sacramento until my appointment time, which was 1:10, just in case any priority mail came in, they could send it over into the truck. So they had to wait. I had to wait until actually 1:10 before they could close the door and let me out of there. So then I stopped and got fuel, but I didn't take a 30-minute break. I just stopped and got fuel and got something to eat, and then kept on trucking down to Coalinga. When I got to Coalinga, you know, the guy was already there, and I was like, man, I wonder how long he's been here. So I asked him. He said he'd been there an hour. So I got there at 5 o'clock. But anyway, all that to say, 680 miles for the day. And remember, I'm PCing, commuting in the truck. I'm bobtailing from my yard all the way to Richmond, which is 105 miles. So we'll add on 210 miles to what the route actually did. So this was a 470 mile route, and yeah, we're doing 680. So 1,600 for the day at 680 miles is 235 a mile. So it's not that good, but when you're putting down almost 700 miles a day, you can definitely get by on that rate. At least I can. I don't know what your guys' financial situations are, but so anyway, that's the numbers on this, and yeah, we're gonna get home to the yard and then be done. Are these anywhere else, or are these just in California? There's a little coffee stand right here, but it's like, they call it bikini baristas. What's it called? Bottoms up coffee roasting. They serve coffee to you in lingerie. It really seems like an OSHA hazard. It really seems like, why would you be serving hot beverages without clothing covering all of your skin? I don't know. It seems like OSHA should come in and shut them down. But anyway, I find it extremely odd, and obviously, you know, they're playing to a certain demographic, and those pervs will go and you know, pay a little extra to get the show that comes along with their latte. So I don't know. I think it's super weird. I think it's like one of the weirdest combinations I've ever heard of. That's a weird combination. But anyway, I've never been. I just hear guys talk about it. You know, I talk to truckers, and truckers are some perverted dudes a lot of times. So there's guys that talk about which baristas they like, and all that kind of stuff. There's a guy who actually went in, he put his phone in his front pocket and recorded her. I'm like, dude, that's really not cool, dude. And he's like, oh no, it's not a big deal. I'm like, no, that's really creepy. But all right, let's wrap this video up. I'm done rambling. I say we're out here on Highway 132 coming into Modesto, kind of coming in the back way so that we can hook up to the 99 and get down to the yard. So I will call this a video. We'll call it a wrap. All right, guys, we are done. We are calling this a day, and yeah, we're gonna go take off, go home. So love you guys. Peace. You know what? I think we're gonna start the pickup. I'm gonna let you guys hear the amazing sound of a pickup with straight exhaust, no catalytic converter. Sounds pretty tough, but it's annoying as crap, right? Sounds cool for like a minute, and then you're like, man, I wish it just had that nice deep tone and note without the freaking rumble. But anyway, thank you, tweakers, for stealing my catalytic converter. I love you too. Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you more than I do, but that's a good thing. If I was Jesus and I knew who you were, who stole it, I'd probably already like strike you down dead with a lightning bolt. But you're lucky. God is more gracious than I am. Far more gracious. Incredibly more gracious. I would have been struck by a lightning bolt many, many, many times in my life if God just walked around doing that all the time. Luckily he doesn't. There's common grace for everybody. That he holds back his hand of wrath, gives us a chance to repent. So yeah, it's Sunday morning. I gotta preach a little bit. All right, gotta preach to those tweakers who stole my cat. All right, talk to you guys later. Peace.